everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. All right, I'm glad everybody can make it tonight. My name is Dr. Dwyer Scott. This is Dr. Alex Rogers. We're doing Weight Loss 101 tonight. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready? Yeah. All right. Before we get started, I have a few people that I want to introduce to you who are here to help us out. Because some of you are going to need help. And I can't help you. All right? My patience is thin. Dr. Rogers is too busy. That's why we have avenues and different things for people to help you out. So first off, I want to introduce Sam. He's with his company, and he's going to share a few minutes with you of how he might be able to help you out if you're going to need some extra help with your weight loss. Everybody give Sam a hand.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. Hey, everyone. How y'all doing? Good. Well, I'm with BEMA, and BEMA is I'm an entrepreneur with BEMA. And BEMA basically has a bunch of nutritional products. And following the weight loss theme, I want to talk about the BEMA body. And the body line is it's not just another diet, and it's not just another shake program. Basically, the BEMA body line is a transformation. It's a body transformation program that has great products that work. And then it also has an app. We have a body app that will help you stay on track. Also, with the BEMA body line, it comes with the clinical study of nutrition information and benefits of BEMA. Let me just pause right there with that. With the clinical studies, basically the FDA does not regulate any of the nutritional supplements. Basically what that means is that any Johnny-come-lately can come along with a pill, a powder, a liquid, and just offer it to you and just say, hey, it'll help you with weight loss, it'll help you with body burn, or whatever. You choose to buy it, and it doesn't work, they don't worry about it as long as they get the money. They worry about the repercussions of lawsuits and stuff after that. The difference with BEMA is, with our clinical studies, the clinical studies basically, they prove our legitimacy. And it just says that BEMA is the real deal. Okay? So, and also with the BEMA, get valuable information and expertise from a man named Chris Powell. Chris Powell, you might know him from ABC's Extreme Weight Loss, or Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. And he's not only an endorser of that product, but he's also actually one of the creators of that product. So anyway, what I want to do right now is I want to turn it over to my business partner and mentor, Chris Bundy. He's going to kind of like let you know basically what's in the body and just give you a little bit more information. We do have samples. Want you to come back and try them out after they get done with the seminar. Okay, Chris?
Hey guys, like I said, my name is Chris Bundy. Body is a different weight loss program. Everybody heard of Shakeology by Beachbody. Beachbody is a huge company, everybody knows about it. Ours is pretty much very similar to it. Ours is more digestible. There's no fillers in it. There's no synthetic anything in it. It's all natural. The protein in it is like brown rice protein, so it's very easily digestible. But in the body line, it is 24 grams of protein in it. There's also 7 grams of fiber. There's only 110 calories in a can or a shake itself, and that is also a meal replacement. We do have other things back here that as well. They also have a pack called Turbo 10 pack. You can lose up to 10 pounds in 3 weeks, and it is proven to work. Like I said, they have clinical studies. They also have validation through videos and stuff like that, benchmarks like that. But anyway, after Weight Loss 101 with Dr. Scott, please feel free to come back here to the table with us, and we're more than happy to answer any questions you have.
Thank you. And secondly, I want to introduce Leslie O'Neill. She's a lifestyle coach, and she helps out with the patients who want to actually take their health and lifestyle to another level. get a couple minutes to share?
Yeah, hi everybody. I kind of think I know a lot of people in here. Just, basically as a holistic health coach, what I do is I look at the whole lifestyle, helping with nutrition through stress management, food nutrition, lifestyle changes, everything that really goes into your daily routine that helps you cleanse your body, cleanse your mind, cleanse your spirit, and get you towards the path of living a happier and healthier life.
And Leslie's around the office all the time, and so is Sam, Chris, so they're always really available. So anytime you get in contact with them, just let us know.
Sounds good.
All right, we're going to be going over a lot of stuff tonight. A lot of it's lifestyle stuff. And we're just going to jump right into it, give you some technical things that start practicing, some things to start doing. Some of you, I promised Dr. Rogers I would try not to hurt anybody's feelings tonight. So, just hang out. Alright, so we're going to get started.
Well, Michelle's actually going to be passing around some note cards for you to be writing notes down. We want to encourage you to write down questions that you have. Anytime you know that you want to change something in your life, write it down. Because we don't want you to forget this by the end of it. Whenever you come to those realizations, that step of writing it down really helps you take your life to the next level.
Right, so if you hear something you know you can do now, or you know you can do tomorrow, write it down. We're going to bring somebody up who, over the past however long he'll get it, has been practicing the very things he's going to be teaching you tonight. And not only has he been practicing it, he's experienced the changes. So everybody, welcome to the stage, Andrew Mims.
Duarte has been in Andrew Mims. I've been a patient of the practice, specifically Dr. Alex, for 7 months now. I started my weight loss journey about 2 months before that, so 9 months total. If you don't know me, some of you do. If you don't know me, it might look like I would be the first night I came here, but actually I've lost about 70 pounds over the last 9 months. Just very briefly, I just wanted to say I can identify with almost everybody here. I've been obese my entire life, ever since middle school. Tried tons of times to lose weight. I'm not here tonight to tell you that there's any kind of magic or tricks or simple things that I can tell you. It's just have to come to that point in your life where you say, it's not just about losing weight. I know the theme of the night is weight loss, but it's more about, do you want to change your life in every way, shape, and form? And that's what this has really been for me. I cannot tell you how different my life is today. Just health, feeling, confidence, improvements in your family and friendships, everything. It's just a total life transformation. And a big part of that has been with chiropractors. It's not necessarily that it's going to be a magic cure-all to help you lose weight, but it's going to get you where you can work out, where your metabolism is working better, where you're going to eat better, where you're going to have the knowledge to do that. And these two gentlemen are absolutely key in getting you on that right track. The other two things I would tell you is you got to start eating right. That's a huge part of this. You got to work out. And the biggest thing is, though, you just have to do it for yourself. Losing weight is not something that anyone else can do for you. It's going to come down to, do you want it bad enough and do you want to change your life? So, if anybody has any questions, to someone that's been through it, that's going through it currently, I still have another 40 to 50 pounds I want to lose. So I'm, in a healthy lifestyle. So if you ever need to talk or anything, or anything at all, please come find me. Alex and Duarte know how to get in touch with me. I'll be glad to help you guys out, get advice however I can. Thank you very much.
We're basically just going to be going over some simple things, some ideas that maybe some of them are obvious and maybe some of them aren't. Just to really open up your mind to the reality of losing weight, the reality of eating healthy, getting the right nutrition. Because sometimes you get to this point where you know that you're not supposed to eat something, or you know you need to go walking in the morning, and yet you get to a point where you just ignore it. It's all about psychology. It's your mindset going into the entire situation. So, here's a couple tips that we think will help you get your mind right. The first of which is properly setting goals for yourself. Reasonable goals is a step along the way. And you have to, at that point in time, begin to plan. How are you going to do it? You first know where you're going, and at that point in time, really begin to develop a plan of how am I going to do this? A plan of action, if you will. Like you said, these action steps we want you to write down tonight are going to be those points that help you obtain your goal in the future.
Mentality right here. So here's where you want to start first. All right. Now, if you use the power of your mind, this happens a lot faster and a lot easier. You can bulldog your way through exercise and some nutritional things, and you still get the same results. However, if you start changing your mind, you start being transformed by renewing your mind. It makes everything easier. And again, it's life changing. It's not just weight loss. It changes your life. So watch this. Ignore these lines right here. I don't know where our whiteboards are. But here's where you have to take yourself. The things that you're going to write down on that card tonight, this is the mentality I want you to use. This is how I want you to think about it and anchor yourself into the new you. But right now, if you have anywhere from 5 to 50 pounds you want to lose, this applies to you. If you don't want to lose weight, but you know you need to change your lifestyle, this applies to you. So right now, this is you. Alright? Right now, this is you. Okay? All processes take time. All processes take time, especially healthy lifestyle. This is where you want to be. Right? Whether it's 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 50 pounds, and just an incredible healthy lifestyle. You can no longer think like this person. You can't make the decisions that this person makes. You have to start thinking like this person. You have to have the mentality of this person, even though you're still right here. Even though you're still right here. Even though you're still over here. You have to think and make decisions like the mind of you in the future. So some of you have a 20-pound weight loss goal. A person who is 20 pounds less than you thinks differently and acts differently than you act and than you think. So now you must start to think like that now and make decisions like that now. That makes sense? So the things that you hear tonight, you're going to see a difference between the way you act now versus the way the future you, the real you act. Because the real you is inside of you. And your action steps, your habits, your lifestyle, your mentality is what's going to bring that out.
Another thing that's really important to think is, yes, there are a lot of people who have lost weight, doing it the old-fashioned way of just brute forcing your way from here to here. But if they didn't change their mindset beforehand, or even along the way, what happens whenever you're here, but still think you're here? What do? You go right back. You've heard of the people who have gotten the weight off and then went right back. Why? They didn't change anything about their minds. They still thought, they acted exactly the same way. But if you follow exactly what we're telling you to do tonight, you get your mind right before you start this process, that won't happen.
So, what are some excuses that you made? Somebody raise your hand and give me some excuses that you made for not losing weight. Okay. What are some other excuses? Too busy. Raise your hand if you're too busy to exercise. Right? What's another excuse? Stress. Stressed out. Stress causes you to gain weight. Raise your hand if you've heard of what's called emotional eating. Right?
How many of you subjected yourself to emotional eating?
Right. What else? Any more excuses?
I'll do it tomorrow.
Start tomorrow. Right?
Or after Christmas, or after Easter.
How about some people who have actually lost 10, 20, or 30 pounds before the gain of weight? They know they can do it anytime they want, they just don't do it. right? Excuses are like toilet bowls. Everybody's got one and they all stink. Alright? So you have to start maturing yourself to realize this person doesn't make excuses. Otherwise, we can continue to just crush your excuses because ultimately your excuses are childlike. I know they sound good, and some of you, especially the smartest ones in the room, you're able to really be able to justify your excuses. You're able to justify them because you're highly intelligent. And you can justify just about anything. However, that's old now. You must mature yourself. You must mature your mind and grow up and start doing these things that you know you can do.
Pretty much it starts with awareness of what you're doing in your life and what you're eating. So you have to figure out not only where you want to go, but where you are now. There's a lot of different ways to do this. The first thing I always tell people is just take the common sense test, right? You pick up a Big Mac. Now, common sense, is that going to be healthy for you or not, right? So there's no doubt there. So the question is at that point in time, then you have to choose, am I going to continue to live the way I have eating the Big Mac, or do I want to take that first step and try and be healthy? It's about the awareness of the situation, breaking out of those old habits that we've done.
Those are our habits, and there are a few no-nos, like things you never do. Never. Especially if you're living a healthy lifestyle, and especially if you're trying to lose weight. There are nevers, and you never eat fast food. You never eat fast food. You don't eat fast food. That's it. You don't eat fast food. If you're losing weight and you get a cheat meal, you don't eat fast food for a cheat meal. It doesn't happen. This person doesn't eat fast food. This person is repulsed by fast food. This person's not called dead in the fast food line. Right? Now, is one meal at fast food going to kill you or your family? No. But this person doesn't do it. They don't even think about it. Soft drinks. Soft drinks. That's a no-no. If you are trying to lose weight and live a healthy lifestyle, you do not drink soft drinks. You just don't do it.
Another thing is that if it is something that you're eating, and you can't decide, the common sense test doesn't really pass through at that point in time. Break down what you're eating into its parts. What's in the salad? What's in the burger that I'm eating, the sandwich that I'm eating? And at that point in time, then you can kind of enter into become aware of exactly what you're putting in your body.
One thing you want to do is you want to have a grocery list. Raise your hand if you have a grocery list every time you get to the store. Alright, throw it away. Throw your grocery list away. Write your email address down. And Michelle, everybody make sure, pass a paper around so everybody can write their email address down. And we're going to email you your new grocery list. If you want to lose weight, you must throw out your grocery list. Alright? Now, you're not going to be throwing out the food that you love. All the food that you love is all going to be there. But some of the food that's killing you and keeping you from becoming who you're designed to be, it won't be there. And you'll only be able to eat that eventually once you reach your goal. So put your email address down on there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to send you your grocery list. And it's all food that's for more evolved humans. It's not full of sugar. Let me go do a little science with you real quick before Dr. Rogers goes through this a little bit. Your body can only use two things for energy. Only. Sugar and fat. That's it. Now, if you continually keep putting sugar and things that turn into sugar in your body, keep putting it in. Your body no longer has the need to burn or store fat for energy. It has no longer the need to do it because you're giving it plenty of sugar, carbohydrates, starches, potatoes, soft drinks, cereal, milk, all these things full of sugar. Your body will actually have no idea. It'll erase the memory of how it even supposed to metabolize fat for energy. And therefore you're going to store all that fat. You're going to store it, you're going to store it, you're going to store it, and it's never going to go away. Because you're feeding your body too much sugar. Too many things that turn into sugar. It has no purpose to burn and store fat for energy. So the first thing you got to start doing, you got to get rid of sugar and things that turn into sugar.
Yeah, basically it's coming down to, not just to identifying the sugars as well, because not all of them are listed on ingredient labels as sugar. They're listed as anything with an oats at the end of it. Juices, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, all different kinds of things are listed as sugar. And they're just there to hide it from you so that people can make you think that something is healthy when in all reality it's not.
Now, some of you are making the excuse right now. I can't read all those labels. I'll never know. That's just too much to pay attention to, right? It's just too much to pay attention to, right? Well, the awesome part is, since we're going to guide you in this process, again, you're going to get a food list. You don't have to read labels. Just buy what's on your new grocery list. You're going to get that list, and you go through and you're going to highlight everything that you love. I highlight everything I love in one color. I highlight everything I like in another color. And I get a lot of what I love and a little bit of what I like. And I get a lot of all of it. But the key is buying that stuff. Because if you buy garbage, you're going to turn into garbage.
Another one of the no-nos, at least in my opinion, are artificial sweeteners.
That's a never.
Yeah.
That's a never.
It doesn't get you anywhere. Artificial sweeteners actually have such a negative impact on your insulin, your body's ability to break down sugars, that it actually begins to destroy your body from the moment you start consuming even a little tiny bit of it.
True. Watch this. Artificial sweeteners will eat holes in your brain. Artificial sweeteners will completely destroy the chemical system in your body. You're making the chemistry. There's chemistry going on right now. Chemistry. When you eat sugar, things turn into sugar, and especially artificial sweeteners, you are destroying your endocrine system, your chemistry system, your hormones, which are all in control of your metabolism. So when you put this stuff in, when you eat stuff and drink things, you're not just eating and drinking things, you're actually there is a science project going on inside of your body and outside of your body. And for you to just put things into your body unconsciously makes you, you're a time bomb. You're a time bomb waiting to explode. And explosion, what that means is you're going to explode out or you explode in. And what I mean by that, you're either going to explode out or explode in. You're going to get too big and brown, or you're going to explode in. Your heart will explode. Your blood vessels will explode. That's called heart disease and stroke. So there is chemistry experiment going on inside of your body every single day. And depending on what you mix with it, is going to determine whether it's safe or whether it's dangerous. And you got to be smart about it.
Not all fats are created equal. Now, everybody's, heard of, you shouldn't eat this fat, you shouldn't eat butter, you got to get skim milk, everything like that, because there was this breaking information 2 decades ago that all fat is bad. And that's definitely not. Your body needs fat in order to survive. Your brain is made of fat. Your nervous system is made of fat. Your body needs cholesterol. Your heart needs cholesterol in order to function. And so for you to avoid all fat is just a terrible idea because it will kill you. It will kill you. And so what you have to do, you have to look and find the good fat.
Where's some of the good fat? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Alright. Nuts, full of fat. Coconut oil, avocado, all good fat. Breast milk, made with fat. The fat is not dangerous. Saturated fat is not dangerous. It's healthy for you. And the awesome part is, once you eliminate sugar and things that turn into sugar, grains, pasta, bread, etc. When you eliminate these things, you turn your body into a fat burner. And so what happens is, when you eliminate the sugars and things that turn into sugar, and you start eating more fat, you are kicking your metabolism into another gear. Your energy is going to go off the roof. You can start burning that fat out. You eat fat, you start burning more fat, and you just start training your body to be a powerful fat burner, rather than something trying to survive on sugar, which is never going to happen. And when you get that grocery list, you'll see foods that are full of healthy fat.
Many of you have the question about organic versus natural versus GMO. What is the difference? How do I happen? Did anybody here have a specific question, or have you had that thought? Yes, no? Yeah. What was the question that you had thought of, or do you have right now?
What defines something as being a GMO?
What was that? Sorry.
What defines something as being GMO? What's different about it?
Yeah, GMO means it's a genetically modified organism. It means it's no longer what it was at one point in time. We'll just take corn because it's the most abused genetically modified organism right now, because it's in everything. Let's face it. It means that they have taken corn that used to grow out in the field, used to have pests eating it, etc. And they used to put pesticides on it, and it would not only kill bugs, but it would also kill the plant. They've genetically modified the corn now to where pesticides, poison, no longer affect corn. It can't die to it anymore, which that actually affects you whenever you consume it. Not just how your stomach processes it, but on a cellular level. People say that we're getting cancer now at higher rates than ever. You wonder why? Because the cells that you're eating are turning into your body. So if you're putting poison in your body, your cells are becoming poisonous.
Yeah, so they're genetically modified. Here's what happens. So they can spray all these poisons on them to kill all the weeds. They actually go in and mutate. They mutate the DNA of the plants. So if you eat mutated DNA plants, guess what you're becoming? A mutated human. And not one of the cool ones that can fly or, get through walls or whatever, that's you're becoming a mutated human. You're de-evolving. Your genetics, your genes are de-evolving. They are dying early. They are becoming weaker. Not to mention, again, like you said, you're getting food with all the pesticides, the herbicides, insecticides. You're eating all these chemicals. You eat all these chemicals. Remember, this is a chemistry project going on here. And when you eat all this stuff on a day-to-day basis, so you're asking for disaster. You're asking for disaster in the chemistry lab.
So if you go to like side street produce place and you get fresh corn that was grown on a farmer's field that wasn't added pesticides, is that okay?
That's definitely better. And here's the thing. It's what we call major in the majors and minor in the minors. Alright? If you worry about everything of how it was grown, you're never going to know where everything was made and what it has on it and what it doesn't have on it. Alright? You're never going to know. You want to make the best decision you possibly can. Some of you will cry and complain that you can't eat healthy because it's too expensive, especially eating organic, right? Major in the majors and minor in the minors. Don't forget how powerful the human body is, especially when you live this lifestyle. When you live this lifestyle, your body can almost tackle anything. Ask me if I'm afraid of pesticides or herbicides on my banana out there. Ask me if I'm scared of it. Nope. I'm good. I'm not scared because I live a lifestyle that's more powerful than any chemical they can spray and put on the apples and the banana. So don't necessarily freak out, and definitely don't make excuses of why you're not going to change your lifestyle because it's too much to know, or there might be pesticides, or it might not be the right thing. Trust me. A bag of celery, whether it's organic or not, say it's not organic celery, it's much better than you going and stopping at the convenience store for a Snicker ice cream bar, which I love so much. Okay? So major in the majors and minor in the minors. Eat tons of vegetables. Eat 75% vegetables, 25% fruits. Then you're not going to go broke buying all the fruit that you love to eat so much all in one day. The vegetables are cheaper. Buy more vegetables. Your body's healthier from eating vegetables. And the key is to make it convenient. Again, you can eat fruit all day long. Because usually when you buy fruit, all you have to do is pick it up and eat it. Vegetables take a little more planning, a little more preparing. The cucumbers need to be shaved, they need to be cut. Otherwise, they're going to sit in the refrigerator and rot. Right? So, stop making excuses. Don't stress about all the small things. Now, buy organic if you can. Buy chemical-free things if you can. Shoot. Build a farm and grow it if you can. Alright? But if you can't, go to the store and you load that cart up. Your cart should look like a garden. When you open your refrigerator, it should gleam with colors of the rainbow from all the stuff that you bought at the produce section. Once you get out of the produce section, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. You want to be eating. That's why when you come up here and you see laid out on this desk every day, celery, apple, banana, oranges, it's all laid out. Because if I don't lay it out, guess what I do? I don't eat it. It's got to be there. You got to have it there. You got to pack it. You got to plan it. You got to prepare it. Or else it's going to be disastrous. You're going to eat something else. You're going to act like this guy. This person is walking around. This person's walking around with celery in a backpack. This person's walking around with a bottle of water all day long. This person, you know this person, they're always eating nuts. You know what I'm saying? That's their snack. You want to make decisions based on this person. Alright? And get rid of any excuse. Get natural if you can, but if it's not, don't stress about it. How about pistachios?
Good. Yeah, they're great. For the most part, any tree nut is going to be great for you.
Let's go over a few other things that you want to stay away from. You want to stay away from table salt. Stay away from table salt. You can have sea salt in moderation, but don't eat any table salt. Never eat it. These are all white things. Now, I'm not racist, but they're white. Okay? Salt, sugar. We already talked about that. You're going to throw your hormone system out of bounds. Stay away from sugar. White flour. That's nothing but glue when you mix it with your body. Your body's made from water. And when you eat, anybody ever mix water and flour together? It becomes like paste. That's what it'll do to your body. You're pasting everything closed. And if you paste everything closed, you're going to swell. That's what happens. So you have to stay away from that. And then in general, when you're trying to lose weight and change your lifestyle, you stay away from all grains, even the healthy ones. You'll see it on your grocery list. Dairy, stay away from dairy. You want to stay away from it. Why? Because this is a chemistry project right here. And you want to say the dairy products are full of chemicals, full of sugar, and if you go get your milk straight from the cow, you're better off. Alright? So the best thing to do is stay away from dairy products. Question?
What about like a smoothie, if you put like less than a cup in the creamer, is that still not?
The milk?
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk about it. So let's talk about what we call the law of concentration. Alright, you have a cow. Milk comes from a cow, right? Let's follow that back. The cow, where does this start? The cow eats in a field. Or no, the cow doesn't eat in a field. Cow comes from a plant. Alright? Cow comes from a plant. In the plant, number one, they're shooting that cow up full of hormones and chemicals to make it grow faster, etc., etc. To make it not look sick, you know what it is. They shoot it up full of chemicals. The cow is eating grains. The cow eats grains. So the cow is eating everything I'm telling you not to eat. Alright? And remember, everything, whatever it eats, it becomes it. Alright? You are what you eat. So the cow eats the grains, and don't forget, the grains came from a field that was sprayed full of pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides. So you've got the cow eating grains that are nothing but chemical grains. The cow's getting chemicals shot straight into it. The cow is not outside eating in the grass. The cow comes from a factory. And now the cow is in an assembly line. Right? Kind of like what we had here about 6:15. Cow's in the assembly line. The cow's in the line right here, and a robot machine comes and starts milking the cow. Squeezing the cow, so then you got injury, you got blood and pus and infections coming from the cow into your milk. Now, how creamy and delicious is that? You see what I'm saying? Not to mention the chemical disaster that you're going to put into your body.
So does that mean cheese is bad too?
Is cheese dairy?
Yeah.
And again, now if you get raw cheese, you can get raw cheese, but cheese is dairy. And here's the thing, you got to figure out who you want to be. Who do you want to be? This person is not a lover of cheese. They might have cheese, but they're not a lover of cheese.
How related with almond milk, coconut milk?
That's much better. You can have almond milk, coconut milk, those are all good things. I would stay away from soy milk. But that's a chemistry project disaster. Soy.
And the soy milk actually undergoes more steps to become soy milk than it does than the regular milk does to come out of the cow. So it's not the healthy thing that everybody thinks is sold.
So you want to stay away from fried food. Now, if you do want to fry fried food, you fry with coconut oil. Fried with coconut oil. You can have anything fried with coconut oil. I love it.
How about the hormones and antibiotics?
Translate. Just kidding. What'd you say? I'm sorry. What about the antibiotics that give the cows? Oh yeah. Again, it's another disaster waiting to happen. Those cows are full of disease. Those cows are full of chemicals. Those cows are full of medicine. Those cows are sick, is what they are. They're all sick. And they don't know when it's sick unless it's laid out on the ground. You know, almost dead. And then what they do with that cow is they sell it to the fish farmer. And the fish farmer grinds it up into fish food. And then you go and buy farm-raised fish. So now you're getting a highly concentrated fish that's disgusting. Because the fish is made of dead, sick, diseased cows. That's what they eat. That's what they feed the fish. So you really want to, that's why you really want to stay, if you want to eat grass-fed beef, if you're going to have to eat beef, you want to get Laura's beef at the grocery store. Or go to the local market here in town on Wednesday afternoons. Or order it from Beyond Organic. Is that what it's called? Beyond Organic.
Local
There are
payroll.
places that you can get these things. But you want to make sure you do it right, because you don't want to consume that stuff definitely on a daily or every other day basis. Because it's a disaster. Not to mention, I don't know about that. Yeah.
What do you think about eggs? One year the egg is bad, next year
Eggs?
egg is good.
Eggs are good. That's all. Just eggs are good.
Egg eaters.
No egg eaters.
I eat eggs all the time. I call 3 times so far.
It's good. The egg eaters are not good for you. If you're going to eat eggs, you want to eat the whole egg. You don't want to just eat the white part of the egg. Because what happens is the yolk is full of healthy, strong fat. And you want to eat that. And actually in your body, remember, it's a chemistry experiment. The project. When you eat the yellow and the white, they mix together for you to actually be able to metabolize those. If you eat one alone, then your body just really can't use as much of it. Any more nutrition questions? So if you need to want to stay away from all the white things, flour, sugar, dairy products, table salt. You want to stay away from processed foods. Remember, if you get outside of the produce section, you're really limited. You spend most of your time in the produce section. A big thing about weight loss is planning and preparing. And you want to have things very readily available to eat that's designed to help you lose weight. You don't want to be fumbling for food. And the best way to do that is pick a day. Pick a day of the week, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, and plan your meal. Plan what you're going to eat. Everybody's heard it before. If you don't plan, how's it go? If you don't watch.
Plan to succeed, you plan to fail.
You don't plan to succeed, you're planning to fail. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail.
Yes.
So, you got to plan. You have to plan. If you're not planning your life, you're a chemistry project waiting for disaster.
What meats are good?
The best meats to eat, again, are fish. Fish is the best thing. It's light. You want wild caught, Alaskan or Pacific fish. That's the best thing to eat as far as meat goes. The next thing, as far as I'm concerned, will be turkey meat or wild game. Wild meat. And then if you're going to have beef or any heavy meat, you want to get something like Mars beef or something grass-fed.
Pretty much any bird, though, is going to be better for you to eat than any other pork or beef.
So chicken is okay.
Yeah, chicken would be just under turkey in regards to if you had to hear it out of the system. Right. But again, you got to be careful with chicken because if you're just going to be getting chicken off the Walmart shelf, they only check about 20 to 25% of those consumers. So they pump enough hormones and antibiotics in there that cancer grows with chicken. Now, if you get at least the all-natural chicken, those are at least, if it says all-natural, I think they have to check 70 or 80% of theirs. So it's better at that point in time. You major in the majors, that's definitely going to be a major there.
Yeah, they have healthier chicken and all these things, and you're grocery store right here. You have to start reading the packaging, reading the labels a little bit. And then once you get used to it, you want to make it convenient to eat, make it convenient. You don't want to spend 3 hours in the grocery store. You want to do it every day. But that's why you make it part of your lifestyle. This person knows what to buy. This person's got to learn.
You know, going through college, I was on budget. I had to plan out where I was going. Every single grocery store has their sales up online. Go check the sales. I'll shop at 3 different grocery stores depending upon the week. And I'll buy what's on sale at a different grocery store. One week I'll go to Lowe's, the next week I'll go to Bible, the next week I'll go to Costco. Why? Because I'm looking for what's on sale. That's how you shop on a budget, you know, especially if you're cooking for a family.
You want to be drinking a lot of water. The more water you drink, the better. 70 to 80% of your body, your whole body, the whole thing is made up of water. Like you're water. You're mostly water. If you're not drinking water, number one, you're not healthy. That's all there is to it. If you're not drinking water, you're not healthy. Bar none. If you're not drinking enough water, you're not even thinking clearly. I mean, you think you are, but you're not. There's no way. If you're not drinking water, your body's not eliminating toxins. If you're not eliminating toxins, you are a chemistry disaster waiting to happen. So you have to drink water. Now the easy part is, the more water you drink, stimulates your metabolism. Stimulates your metabolism. Just drinking water. Drinking water will make you feel full when you think you're hungry. Because a lot of you need to shrink your body. You actually need to shrink it. And some of you would, instead of trying to save money on shopping, some of you need to eat less. It's called caloric restriction. It'll help you live longer too. Some of you need to take a day, 2 or 3, and fast, and only drink water.
I was going to say, be careful whenever you're going out to a restaurant. They always overload their water with ice. Drinking ice water makes your body unable to digest a lot of food. So I always tell people either ask for light ice or no ice whatsoever. The last thing you want to do is go out to spend a lot of money at a restaurant and then not digest any of that food, but then you just choke down the ice water.
What else? Now, a lot of these things sound harsh, sound strong, sound different, sound like it's too hard to do. The great part is, once you make this part of your lifestyle, ultimately, you're free to do anything you want to do. If I go eat at McDonald's right now, guess what? It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to harm me. It's not even going to make me gain weight. You know why? This person can actually almost do anything he wants to do. Not all the time. But his body is so powerful. Number one, his body's killing off cancer. So if his body can kill off cancer, his body can definitely kill off Big Mac. You follow me? This person can never eat fast food. Never. And then when they do, guess what? They feel guilty. And when you feel guilty for something you eat, you are a chemistry project, a disaster. A disaster. And so when you're living here, part of this is feeling guilty about the things that you eat. And when you feel guilty about the things that you eat, your mind is shutting completely down from anything like this. Your body, you're just thinking about food. Especially when you feel guilty about the way you eat. Just thinking about food, especially feeling guilty about it, makes you fatter right there. Automatically. It makes you fatter, and it makes disease build in your body. It causes inflammation processes. Right away, not even eating the food. Just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. And that's why if you don't change your mind, you will be stuck here for the rest of your life. You must change your mind. You change your mind, your habits will start following. Question?
I'm like portions.
Portions. You want to eat, the goal is, we call it the stay full rule or the multiple meals rule. You want to be eating all the time. Now some of you have jobs, careers, that don't allow that. You have to allow it. You have to start changing things up. And again, that comes with planning and preparing. Alright? Now ultimately, if you eat off the grocery list that we're going to send you, that we're going to email you, you can eat as much as you want. You can eat as much as you want. I'll sit right here all day long and try to eat as much as I can. Why? I get hungry. I'm hungry right now. I am hungry. And grocery list, you can eat as much as you want, because the key is to stay full. As a matter of fact, when you start eating a lot of healthy food, your metabolism shoots through the roof, just like drinking a lot of water. You just bounce to the center, and your body just burn. So the fun part about this is, once you come here, you change your mind, and you start changing your body, eventually, you're free to do anything you want to do. You can go to a cookout, you can go to a birthday party, and you'll never feel guilty again. But unless you change your mind and start changing your habits and your body, you'll live enslaved to not only your mind, but even to your habits. And you'll pay the price for it.
One of the things, I was going to say, one of the things you want to be careful of, because now that we've told you all the things that you shouldn't eat, is some people actually get afraid to eat. They think, well, I'm just going to eat barely anything. Well, the problem with that is that A, you still got this mentality whenever you barely eat anything, because that's what you're afraid of at that point in time. You're trying to access your goals by what you're afraid of, not by what you want. Second thing is it's going to destroy your metabolism in the process. And then a lot of times when people destroy their metabolism, yeah, they'll lose 20 pounds, but then whenever they're done, what happens? They haven't accomplished really anything because now their body can't break down regular food. So if you go back to even a moderate life, you go right back to where you were.
You lose 20 and gain 30. So you gotta be smart. And again, ultimately, let's just face it. Everything we're talking about, everybody wants to do. You all want to do it. Everybody wants to do it. And you even know in your circle of friends, your circle of influence, you know it will make you elite. And you know it will help save and change other people's lives. Just by the things that you do and the action steps that you take. You know you want to do it. It's just hard. You just got to grow up. You got to grow up and take it to the next level. Speaking of growing up, exercise. Alright? Exercise. You got to grow up. You have to exercise. I don't even know what else to say. But you have to. Like, you have to exercise. Motion is life. The more motion you create, the more you're alive. The more you don't exercise, if you go a day without exercising, you're introducing yourself to the graveyard. That's all there is to it. And nobody wants to talk that harsh and do that realistic and blunt about it, but the reality is, if you go a day without exercising, you're inviting disease into your body, no matter what. Nobody wants to be stuck in a wheelchair forever. Nobody wants to be lame. If you don't exercise, you're on your way already. You must exercise, because it's not the same world it was 100 years ago. It's not the same world it was about 100 years ago. People were running around outside and walking around and doing this and that. Most of you, for hours a day, are in the same position that you're in right now. Sitting, sitting here, not moving, and watching. What you want to watch. Because you sitting, standing up. And that's what happens. If you don't get up and start moving your body, moving your joints, it's over. This is all there is to it. I mean, I've never been any weight I can put, but you take it, I'm able to pick something up.
I mean, that's just pretty much it, is that you have to decide, let's say you don't exercise about now. Well, obviously you're not going to go out and do 4 hours of CrossFit tomorrow, because then you're going to break your body, and then you're going to quit, because it didn't work for you, right? Another excuse people say, oh, I went to the gym, I got a membership, I got injured the first week, and it just, obviously that didn't work.
It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. So what do you have to do? Set up goals just like you do for your eating. Because you're at a certain point now, and you have to figure out how you're going to get to where you can do CrossFit for an hour. To where you can go into the gym and exercise and lift weights, or go run for an hour.
So most of you just don't have time to exercise. Raise your hand if you don't have time to exercise. Oh.
Okay, we got one honest person back there.
Alright, so the key is everybody knows you have time to exercise, right? Well, I go to work at 8, now I get home until 8. Right? I go to work at 8, now I get home until 8. You're going to have to get up early. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. You have to get up early. You must start eliminating the excuses. Grow up and realize that your future, your family's future is important. And you must grow up and start exercising. You have to do it. Let's just talk about exercise really quick. Number one, it makes your brain smarter. You know that. There's some people who haven't exercised in a year. Some people who haven't exercised create energy. So if you tire, exercise. You might be tired after a really different tired, really energized tired. And you know what I'm telling you is true. So you'll be smarter, you'll have more energy. The fat that you want to lose. The very fat right here that I want to lose will go away with exercise. Now watch this. If you mix a non-sugar diet, you eliminate the sugar and fix it during any sugar, you eliminate sugar out of your diet, you mix that with exercise, especially high intensity exercise. It's just 20 seconds. We do an exercise class here at 11 o'clock every day. If you go 20 seconds hard, 20 seconds take a break. 20 seconds hard, 20 seconds take a break. High intensity exercise. You mix that high intensity exercise with a no sugar or nothing turns into sugar diet, what's happening is you're eliminating sugar out of your diet. That high intensity exercising burns sugar stores out of your body at high intensity. And if you just kind of pedaling along like this, it takes about an hour to start burning a little bit of fat. High intensity though, you're burning sugar stores out of your body. So if you're not eating sugar, you're burning all the sugar stores out of your body. Guess what you're forcing your body to use for energy? Fat. And it'll burn it off. And that's what you have to do. So exercising will help you get everything that you want in life. It'll give you more energy. It'll keep you mobile. It'll help your joints out. I know they hurt in the beginning, but you're not used to it. You must get used to it. And the person that starts doing that, gets used to it, doesn't make excuses to that person. They find what works for them. Because everybody's different. Everybody's different. Not everybody wants to do CrossFit. Not everybody wants to run around the track 1,000 times. Right? Not everybody wants to row a boat. But you find what works for you. You find what works for you. And that's what this person does. And then when you find what works for you, and then you continue to modify it and change it. And you become an evolved human being is what you become. And other people see it happen to you. Other people will ask you, what have you been doing? Other people will notice the change to you. They'll realize that you're more alert. That you're smarter. That you're making better decisions. That you're changing your life. And they'll ask you what you've been doing. And that's when this lifestyle is not only just for you. Like I said, or do it for you. Or like Andrew said, do it for you. But what happens is when you start doing it for you, you should get really selfish. You should get really selfish about your body. So when you have, you should get really selfish about it. But what you'll realize is when you get very selfish with your body, you start having your dreams come true through your body and through your mind. You start realizing the very gift that you're giving yourself will actually be benevolent beyond your imagination. That other people will be benefited from you giving yourself a gift. Other people's lives will change in a way that you may not even know. You may never even know the life that you touch just by losing 20 pounds. They'll see you, and you'll motivate them. And they never even met you. They just saw you one time before, and they saw you again. And you, just your presence, your mindset, and your lifestyle that you chose will actually change their life forever. And when you change one person's life, you change the world. If you change one person's life, you change the world. And that's what this is all about. Not just losing weight. Losing weight is great. You want to set a goal. So tonight, everybody, I want to make sure on your paper, set a goal for yourself. Set a weight loss goal. Set some kind of lifestyle goal. Write some kind of goal down. And realize that when you reach that goal, you got some action steps right there you wrote down that you can use to accomplish this goal. So write that goal down, start looking at these action steps, and you will realize you really know that you're here. When you start, you'll start seeing the things that you do affecting other people's lives. That's when you know you're here. Do the things that you do to start changing other people's lives. When you're here, you become a blessing to the whole world. You become a blessing to everything you touch. But because you're disciplined, you create a lifestyle that's more right, more righteous, that's in line with Mother Nature, Father God. That's what you want to do. And before, one more question.
Like I go shopping for groceries, I read the ingredients what's inside.
Right.
I also read what the sugar, the fat, the protein, the carbs,
live by is if it has more than 5 ingredients, don't even buy it. Put it right back on the shelf. If you can't pronounce one of the ingredients, put it right back on the shelf.
Any more questions?
Tofu is good too.
Any more? John?
About beverage, coffee and tea.
Beverages, coffee and tea.
Coffee and tea. Tea is great. It's a green tea. Coffee is great. You want to stay away from sugar and cream. Coffee is not.
You just gotta be careful with what you're putting in.
Sports drinks, sports supplements.
Supplements are great. Supplements are great. Sports drinks usually have a lot of sugar in them. You have a lot of sugar. A lot of sports drinks again is sugar, a lot of chemicals.
Gatorade, Powerade, that type of thing.
Yeah, sugar. Bottle of sugar is what it is.
I mean, you're better off grabbing, you know, an orange, banana, an apple, doing that, because you're gonna get a much more natural sugar that your body is going to process almost
Right.
immediately before you actually do it, or Bema, definitely.
Yeah,
So it's one of those
you're gonna
things.
get something natural.
Yeah.
You're gonna get something natural. Because again, I mean, if you read a Gatorade label, number one, it's full of sugar, fake sugar, chemical sugar, and then it's full of a lot of other stuff, dyes and stuff. It's a chemistry project disaster.
How about the naked drinks, the ones that,
Full of sugar. Full of sugar. Now they're healthier, but if you're trying to change your lifestyle and lose weight, weight loss 101 is nothing. You gotta stay away from sugar. They're delicious.
are they okay for like kids, because they're not really.
They're healthier. They're healthier, but they are full of sugar.
So it's better just to make this your own food.
The best thing to do is make your own smoothie. One of the best things to do is if you're gonna take your drink, they have these big cans that you get. Like this, you put water and ice in them, you just drop fruit in it. Just drop fruit in it. You know what I'm saying? Like with the kids at home all day long. Or just a jug. You just get a jug, some water, put some ice in it, throw some fruit in there and shake it up.
You cut the fruit in half or in quarters and throw it in, and it'll just infuse right into the water.
Now, I promise you it's not gonna taste like Sunny Delight. Alright? But it's gonna be better for you. And again, you wanna change your mindset. Because again, when you live this lifestyle, a part of you has to realize eating is not for fun. You cannot eat for entertainment all the time. You cannot eat because you like something all the time. You have to eat because you like yourself. You have to eat because you like your future. Not because you like the food. It's food. It's food. That's my mantra. When I'm having a difficult time, I look at myself. I get out of myself. I stand in front of myself and look at myself and say, it's food. It's food. It's food. It's just food. Food. Right? It's just food. Any more questions?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. It's alcohol.
It's 7:34.
Alcohol is ferment. It's the product of decay. It's fermentation. It's decay. It's a chemistry project waiting to happen. If you don't believe me, invite me out. But it's starchy. It's starchy. And it's yeast, and it's a product of decay. What it is.
Are there any better alcohol beverages versus others, like vodka versus?
They do make like
beer?
certain organic or natural made vodka.
Wine.
My favorite. Gold wine.
What about tequila?
But they're different.